I saw all my first childs first, and I didn't miss a beat. And you're assuming because I'm going to go back to work that I'm going to miss something with these girls. And I'm telling you, it is possible to be there for all those firsts, still be successful and fulfilled as a wife, as a mother, and as a career woman. You can do it.
So what you're saying, Lisa, is
we're talking about feminism and Latinas. We're joining Sue Perez.
Well,
now.
what I was, continuing on with what I was saying was, it sounds really good what you're saying. If you're there for all the firsts and things like that. I think what happens, though, is we grow and mature as women, because we're women, we're wives, we're mothers, among all the other titles that we wear.
And isn't it possible that, Lisa, that there are people that are very muy capaces, bien preparadas. They know how to organize their day.
Energy.
But to sort of expect that of other people, you may be there are super women,
Have super energy.
I don't think that's fair, though. I don't think it's fair to say that any one person's a superwoman. I think every individual woman has a choice to choose for herself what works for her. My choices may not work for Dolores or for you, but for me, they work. But I'm lucky in that I have an environment that I have selected.
No, I would take the platform that every woman has the potential to be a superwoman because of being female.
But there's also us who don't have any kids and chose to have a career and chose to, have a
career
voice.
Is your child.
My career is my child, and I feel that my children are the kids that are out there that I'm trying to make proud. I mean, as an actress, I believe that the Hispanic hasn't been shown out there, but by a Hispanic having a TV show or doing commercials, it shows the Hispanic child that there's someone that they look up to, someone they can identify with. Because for a long time there was no one that you could identify with, except thinking that you had to be a mother or that you had to be, stay in the house. And there's us who really want to have a career, but we still love our families. And I've worked with a lot of kids. I feel like I'm very nurturing, but it doesn't take away from anything.
Well, then I go back to the whole thing that we're talking about Hispanic women who traditionally are Catholic. I am a Catholic, and I believe what the church teaches, which is that contraception is wrong. I feel like it is very difficult to have an ongoing career year after year, year after year, and follow the tenet of the church of not using birth control. And right now, I just finished listening to
Depends on what type of career you're talking about. But.
Well, I have quite a career, you're right, at home, in the home. But I think this is a very, very big issue, and I feel like women are being very, very much hurt because I think, like Chris just said to us right before we went on the air, that some woman was complaining to Gloria Steinem, oh my gosh, look what happened to us. Nobody told us this was going to happen. And she said, well, we didn't know either. But I just want to point out that this is a very, very big issue, and I would like people, I don't mind if people want to...
That's what do you think about the Catholic Church? Right now, we are doing the emergency contraception outreach campaign in Los Angeles County to Latinas. And we have spent 2 years in preparing research focus grouping, and there's this myth that surrounds Latinas who are Catholics raised in very traditional. Yes, they are Catholic, but they are using birth control. They are more knowledgeable coming from Central and Mexico on reproductive health care and the choices that they can make. And they know about shots, they know about implants, they know about birth control pills, and they are using it. And they don't see a difference in taking care of themselves, so they don't have an economic burden for having more children than they can take care of, plus also health-wise.
Now see, Lisa, that's something I would personally agree with. My husband and I decided 2 children was it because we wanted to provide for them financially, socially, that would take them and break out of stereotype of Latin family, Latin homes, things like that. Education. Experience, travel, things like that. So that was our choice. But yet, I consider myself extremely conservative and have, don't like being put in a stereotypical mode of a Latina woman, where I am assumed to be Catholic or I am assumed to be
barefoot and pregnant at home cooking.
Yes. And those earrings are not conservative.
That doesn't
These are not conservative, no.
I don't think anyone thought of you as conservative.
I wear them first because I like them, and second because my husband.
But it's very hard if you're having maybe 6 kids, 2 kids, and your husband doesn't make a lot of money. You have to get out there in the workplace.
Yeah, I have to talk on that right now because my husband and I have been through multiple ups and downs financially through the 6 children. At the time when we just had our 3rd child, right when I was pregnant with my third child, my husband lost a job, a very lucrative job, and we were without employment for a long time. And we rode that wave. And I'll tell you, I do not drive a new car. I do not get my hair done professionally. I don't do a lot of things that other women take for granted. I have a woman friend right now. Her name is Carmen. She's total Mexican. She's having her 10th child as we speak. She's almost in labor. And God provides. You better believe it. And God provides. I have seen it and seen it. And this, I think, is the big lie. And I'm very, very passionate about this because I feel like today we have been turned around and we have been told things that aren't true. That if you follow the gospel and that you do, Christ said, do follow the kingdom of the Lord. Seek ye first the kingdom of the Lord, and all else shall be granted unto you. And I have seen it again and again. And I know many women who have 5 to 10 to 11 children.
Let me interject this, Maria.
Yes.
Because I think what we're proving here is that there is no stereotype for Latina women.
Isn't.
No,
there is not. Let me tell you, primary example. I am married to a man that is number 13 of 17 children.
Oh, I was going to say it was my 13th husband.
No. I haven't had that. I'm not that old. But my mother-in-law was a queen in her own right, and she never worked a day out of the house. She had no time to in her whole life. She passed away about a year and a half ago. And
of exhaustion.
Her funeral was attended and respected like a dignitary because she did put her time into it.
Right.
Now, I believe some women's
mothers.
destiny is to be a leader, where other women's destiny is to raise leaders.
Right.
And that's how I feel.
We're going to take another break. We'll be right back with more. I want to talk a little bit about the history of Latinas, who my grandmother was the head of our family.